Hi there, I'm David from DB Chartered Accountants. In our last video blog, we explained that your survival plan needed to take into account both the short-term need for survival and the long-term consideration of how your business will progress at the end of the present crisis. We also explained that to a certain degree there is a need to do things to help the economy keep going. Otherwise, you may survive yourself only to find that you have no customers or suppliers. It's important that all potential sources of cash inflow should be pursued to get in whatever cash that you can at this moment in time. The government have been compelled to make money available to businesses to shore them up in order for them to survive the lockdown and to protect the economy. If you have not already done so, you need to look into the government initiative to see if you meet any of their qualifying conditions, and if you do, to claim whatever help that you can get. If you've got business premises, then you may be eligible for grants from the local authority. Please watch our previous video blog on this issue. You need to telephone the local authority to discuss with them. It's worth making a call, even if eventually you are told that you're not eligible. By now, you should have lodged your first claim under the Job Retention Scheme if you've furloughed any employees due to the lockdown requirements. If you haven't, then this needs your immediate attention. Please see the videos that we have done on this to help you. If you're self-employed, then eventually you should receive an invitation from HMRC to make a claim under the Self-Employed Income Support Scheme. Make sure you respond to this when it comes, so that you receive the aid that is promised. If any of your workers were forced to self-isolate due to illness of either themselves or their dependents, be sure to make the claim for the statutory sick pay. Please see our video on this subject. If you fall between the cracks on all these aid programs, then you should apply for universal credit as soon as possible. In addition to this, if you don't have enough funds to make ends meet, then you should consider applying for financial help from your bank under the Business Disruption Loan Scheme. Again, please see our video on this. A word of warning here though, if you are going to approach the bank, be sure you've worked out by doing a cash flow forecast just how much financial assistance you need, and have a well worked out business plan about how you intend coping when the lockdown ends. If you approach the banks without either of these, you stand every chance of being turned down, despite the government securing 80% of any such loans. The Business Interruption Loan Scheme has had a bit of criticism due to the banks, in some cases, not being very helpful and forthcoming to businesses who are in need. Possibly in response to this, there will be an introduction of a so-called bounce back loans from the 4th of May. Under this, businesses will be able to borrow between £2,000 and £50,000, and they say that this can be processed within days. These loans will be interest free for the first 12 months, is 100% guaranteed by the government, and there won't be any repayments within the first 12 months either. I hope to cover this in more detail in a future video blog. It might be a good idea to review your insurance policies to see if there is a claim for loss of income that can be made against pandemics or government ordered closures. Policies differ significantly between insurers for what they cover, so it's a good idea to check this out. If you're not able to work due to lockdown, you need to review any unfilled contracts that you have with your customers. Some contracts may have a force majeure clause which gives relief from fulfilling your contractual obligations. Either way, it's a good idea to communicate with your customers early and explain the situation's re-COVID-19 and the effect that it has upon you, and try to maintain good relationships with them, as they are going to be your customers going forward in the future. If money is owed to you by your debtors, then you need to try and collect this as best you can. In this instance, care needs to be taken to balance your short-term needs for cash compared with your long-term objective of retaining a valued customer. Bear in mind that your customers are faced with similar problems as what you are. You could consider offering discounts to encourage payments. You may have to discuss with them pay over time arrangements or other arrangements to maximise the cash that you will receive from them. If you hold any stock, then try and find a way of selling this. In the short term, you may gain cash to help you. However, you need to be sure that you retain enough stock to enable to kickstart your business when lockdown is eased or ended. Most of the things that we've mentioned so far are of relevance if you are effectively slowing down or shutting down your business until the lockdown ends. This is somewhat passive. A more positive approach would be to reposition your business so that it operates in a more effective way or explores new avenues that may be beneficial. This will be the theme of my next video blog. Please sign up to our YouTube channel so that you get notifications whenever we issue a new video, and please share these with others to help them. For the time being, please keep well and safe. Bye for now.